Welcome back. In the last lecture, we talked about two methods for sharing continuous items. These were items that you can cut up. We talked about food and we talked about land. The two methods we talked about, one was called the divider-chooser method, which was for two people. And we also talked about the lone divider method, which was for three or more people. Today, we're going to talk about the sealed bids method. This method works for any type of item, even discrete items, so even items that you can't cut up. It also works for continuous items, and this method works for any number of people. Here's the description of the method. I'm not going to go through it word for word, but I do want to talk about the first step. The first step in a sealed bids method is for each person involved to bid on the items. So they have to decide how much each item is worth to them. So let me give you an example of what this would look like. So my sister and I were given a PlayStation 5 and a diamond ring. This is fake. I don't have a PlayStation 5. But pretend that we were given a PlayStation 5 and a diamond ring. So now we have to bid on the items. So we have to bid on the items and decide how much each item is worth to us. And this is done in secret, right? So that's why it's called sealed bids. So I don't get to see what she values each item, and she doesn't get to see how I value each item. So let me just give you an idea of how I would think about this if I were bidding on these items. PlayStation 5. So I know the PlayStation 5 costs $500. It's sold for $500. But I also know that it's hard to get right now. It's sold out everywhere. But I really want a PlayStation 5. So maybe the PlayStation 5 is worth to me more than $500, say $700, because I really want it. Now, it's important to note that this is not how much I would be willing to pay for a PlayStation 5, because I'm not going to pay $700 for a PlayStation 5. The PlayStation 5 is given to us, right? It's already given to us. We just have to figure out how to share it. So I'm not paying $700 for a PlayStation 5, right? This is just how much I would value it. A diamond ring. I don't really want a diamond ring. I wouldn't wear it. Like if I had it, I would probably sell it. So I know that maybe I can sell it for $1,000. But I'm also don't want to spend the time to figure out who to sell it to and to post it online or to go to like a dealer to sell it. So maybe it's worth a little bit less than $1,000 for me. So say it's worth $900 to me. Okay, those are my bids. Now my sister will have bids also. I don't get to see them, and she doesn't get to see my bids. Now what happens next is whoever values the item more is going to get the item. So say I valued the PlayStation 5 more, so I'll get the PlayStation 5. But my sister deserves half of that PlayStation 5, so I'm going to have to pay her some cash for me keeping the PlayStation 5. The diamond ring, I don't actually want the diamond ring, so I'm hoping that actually she values it more and she gets the diamond ring. But I deserve half of that diamond ring also. So if she gets the diamond ring, she's going to pay me some cash in return. Now, how much cash we pay, that's a different story. That's a little bit more complicated. So let me go through that in an actual example. All right, example 1. So Bart and Lisa here are sharing silver ring, gold necklace, autographed jersey, and a PlayStation 5. And Bart and Lisa have already bidded on items. These are Bart's values, and these are Lisa's values. So let's go through the sealed bids process for Bart and Lisa. The first step is to figure out each person's fair share. So for each person, we're going to total up the value of the items. So for Bart, 102 plus 240. Plus 122 plus 656. Okay, so in Bart's eyes, all of the items total 1,120. Okay, so that's all the items together in Bart's eyes. And we're going to divide this by, we're sharing this between two people. So Bart and Lisa, two people, we're going to divide it by 2. 1120 divided by 2. Is 560. Okay, so what this means is that in Bart's eyes, all of the items together are worth 1,120, right? He deserves half of that, so we divide it by 2. So in his eyes, he deserves $560 worth of items. And then we're going to do the same thing for Lisa. So Lisa, in her eyes, the items together are worth 122 plus 196 plus 68 plus 282. 668. Okay, all the items together are worth 668 to Lisa, and then we're also going to divide by 2 because there's 2 people. So 668 divided by 2 is 334. Right, so in Lisa's eyes, everything together is worth 668, and she deserves $334 worth of items. Okay, next step is to actually give out the items. Okay, so for each item, whoever bids more is going to get the item. So first is the ring, 102 versus 122. So Lisa is going to get the ring. And I'm going to keep track of what each item is worth to each person who gets it. So the ring Lisa got, and the ring is worth 122 to Lisa. Next up is the necklace, 240 versus 196. Bart's going to get it. So Bart's going to get the necklace, which is worth 240 to him. Next is the jersey, 122 versus 68. Bart's going to get it. And the jersey is worth 122 to Bart. And then finally the PlayStation 5, 656 versus 282. Bart's going to get that one also. And it's worth 656 to him. Okay, so we gave out the items, and now we want to total the value of all the items that each person got to them. So for Bart got the necklace, the jersey, and the PS5. So that's 240 plus 122 plus 656. 1018. Okay, Lisa only got the ring, so she only got $122 worth of items. All right, so obviously if we stop here, it's not fair, right? Because Bart, in his eyes, deserves $560 worth of stuff, but even he would admit that he got a whole bunch of more stuff, right? He got $1,018 worth of stuff. Okay, so it's not fair right now. Lisa deserves $334 in her eyes, and she only got $122 worth of stuff. So it's not fair for her right now. The next step is an adjustment. So Bart deserves $560. He got $1,018 worth of stuff, so he got too much, right? So we're actually going to take some money away from Bart. So I'm going to denote that with a minus here. Okay, so he deserves $560. He got $1,018 worth of stuff, so he got too much. So we're going to take away some cash from him. So he's going to give us some cash. So that's going to be a minus to Bart. Now, how much? How much cash are we going to take from Bart? So the way you find out is you're going to subtract. So 560 minus 1,018. Okay, so do it in that order. The 560, the fair share, minus 1,018. And I do expect a negative number, right? Because smaller number minus a bigger number should be a negative number. And it's negative 458. So that means we're going to take $458 from Bart. So he's going to give us $458 because he got too much items. He's going to give us $458, and we're going to take that and put it into what is called a holding pile, right? We're going to take away $458 from Bart, and we're going to put it into the holding pile. So in the holding pile, it's going to appear as a positive 458. And what that means is that we're putting into the holding pile. So I'll write put in. Put into. So a hint here is that whatever sign you have here in the holding pile is going to be the opposite sign. Right? So we're taking $458 away from Bart and putting it into the holding pile. So it's going to appear as a plus. Same thing for Lisa. Okay, so Lisa deserves $334. She only got $122 worth of items. So we need to actually give her some money, right? So she got too little. So we want to give her some money. So this should appear as a plus because we want to give Lisa some money. How much money? Subtract. So same order, the fair share, 334, minus the items, 122. Okay, bigger number minus smaller number, so I do expect a positive there. So that's going to be a positive 212. So we're going to give Lisa $212, but from where? So we're going to take it out of the holding pile. So in the holding pile, we're going to take out 212. It's going to appear as a negative. So once again, here it's positive. In the holding pile, it's opposite sign, right? It's negative. But the meaning of it is we're taking out. So we're taking 212 out of the holding pile and then giving it to Lisa. So one way to check is just make sure that you have opposite signs. Okay, so now we're going to figure out where everyone is at. So I'm going to take the items that Bart got, which is 1018, and then we're going to subtract 458. So 1018, which is how much total value of the items he got, and then he paid 458, so subtract 458. So right now he's at 560. Okay, if you do it right, the number you get here should be exactly the fair share number. So we did right. Same thing here, 122 plus 212. So 122 is the items that Lisa got, and then we gave her some money, and that should get her up to 334. Okay, if we did it right, this number should match the fair share. So we're good. So right now, everybody should be happy. So Bart got $1,018 worth of items. He paid $458, which brings him down to $560, which is exactly what he thinks he deserves. Right? He's happy. Lisa, she got $122 worth of stuff. We gave her some money, and then she ends up being at $334, which is exactly what she thinks she deserves. So she's happy. And then most of the time, if you now check the holding pile, there's actually extra money left over, right? So the holding pile we put into 458, and then we took out 212, which means there's extra money left. So 458 minus 212. So plus 458 minus 212. And there's 246 left over. So let me say this is the leftover. What do we do with this leftover money? We're going to divide it evenly among Bart and Lisa. So we're going to take the 246 and divide it by 2. 246 divided by 2 is 123. So each person is going to get an extra $123 from the holding pile. So we're going to add on 123 for each person, which would get us to a final answer. So 560 plus 123 is 683 for Bart. And then Lisa, 334 plus 123 is 457. So items plus the cash. In Lisa's eyes, she got $457 worth of things. So she's really happy. Bart, his items plus the cash that he got, in his eyes, he got $683 worth of items. So he's really happy also. So everybody's happy. And let me also make a note here that Lisa is not going to look over at Bart and be jealous, right? Because remember, they don't know how each person values each item. So all she knows is that they both got $123 in cash. So they both got the same amount of cash. She doesn't know what Bart thinks of all the items. So she actually doesn't know this number that in Bart's eyes. So she can't get jealous of Bart. All she knows is that she got 457. In her eyes, she deserved 334. So all she knows is that she's really happy. Let's now try an example with 3 people. So here we have Kai, Luna, Brian, who are sharing diamond ring, pearl earrings, baseball card collection, comic book collection, and a stamp collection. Same as before, first step is to figure out each person's fair share. So this is how much each person thinks they deserve. So for Kai, we'll add up all the items. So 2,000 plus 2,100 plus 700 plus 1,296 plus 4,200. In Kai's eyes, all of the items together are worth 10,296. And then we're going to divide this by how many people there are. So there's Kai, Luna, Brian, so there's 3 people. In the last example, we divided by 2 because there was only 2 people. So divide by 3, so 1,0,296 divided by 3. 3,432. So in Kai's eyes, he deserves $3,432 worth of stuff. Luna, same thing. Add up all the items. 502 plus 2,500 plus 1,250 plus 4,000 plus 3,100. Total is 11,352. And then we're going to divide it by 3 because there are 3 people. 1,1352 divided by 3. 3,784. 3,784. Same thing for Brian. 1,250 plus 3,702 plus 704 plus 5,000 plus 1,509. 12,165 total. And then divide that by 3. $4,055. So 4,055. All right, that's each person's fair share. That's how much each person thinks they deserve. Next up, I'm going to give out the items. So for each item, whoever bid the most is going to get the item. The ring, 2,502, 1,250. So Kai's going to get the item. So what's important here is actually the value of the item. So I'm going to be lazy here and just write down the value of the item. But you should understand that Kai actually got the ring, which is worth 2,000 to Kai. Next up is the earrings, 2,100, 2,500, 3,702. So 3,702 is the biggest. So Brian's going to get the earrings, which is worth 3,702 to him. Baseball card collection, 700, 1,250, 704. So Luna, 1,250 is going to get the baseball card collection, which is worth 1,250 to her. Comic books, 1,296, 4,000, 5,000. So Brian at 5,000 is going to get the comic book collection, which is worth 5,000 to him, and then stamp collection 4,200, 3,100, 1,509. So 4,200 is going to get it. Okay, so that's giving out all the items, and then we want to total the value of all the items for each person. 2,000 plus 4,200. So Kai got $6,200 worth of items. Luna just got the 1,250. Brian, 3,702 plus 5,000. 8,702. Okay, next is the adjustments. So Kai deserves 3,432. He got 6,200 worth of items, so he got too much. So we're going to take away some cash from Kai and put it into the holding pile. So I do expect a negative here because we're going to take away cash from Kai. If you don't want to think like that, you can just subtract, right? So take the fair share number, subtract the items. So 3432 minus 6,200. Okay, I do get it negative as I expected, so negative 2768. So we're taking away $2,768 in cash from Kai and then put it into the holding pile. So in the holding pile, it's going to be a plus 2768. Okay, so the signs should be opposite. Let me make a note here that this means we're putting into the holding pile. Or pay into. So Kai is going to pay $2,768 into the holding pile. Next up is Luna. Subtract 3784 minus 1250. Okay, so I got a positive answer here. So this is a plus 2534. I did expect a positive because she deserves 3784. She only got 1250, so we need to add some cash for her. So plus 2534. So we're going to give her some cash, but we're going to take it out of the holding pile. So in the holding pile, it's going to appear as a negative. Right, because we're taking out 2,534. So take out. And then finally, Brian, 4055 minus 8702. I got a negative answer here, so negative 4647. I did expect a negative because he only deserves 4,055. He got a whole bunch more. He got 8,702, so he got too much. We're going to take away cash from Brian and then put it into the holding pile. So I did expect a negative there. So this is a take away from Brian and put it into the holding pile. So this should be a plus 4647 because we're putting into the holding pile for Brian, or Brian's going to pay into the holding pile. All right, so once again, as a tip, the signs should be opposite. Okay, now we're going to figure out where everyone is at. So take the items and then subtract 2768. So 6200 minus 2768, 3432. If you did it correctly, the number you get here should match the fair share number. So we're good here. What that means is that he got $6,200 worth of items, and he's going to pay $2,768 into the holding pile. And then now he's at 3432 overall. For Luna, it's going to be 1250 plus 2534. And she's at 3784. Okay, I did expect this to equal the fair share number, so we're good there. And then for Brian, 8702 minus 4647. 4055. It does match the fair share number, so we're good there. Okay, so everybody is at their fair share number, so everyone's happy so far. And then most of the time, actually, for the questions that you're going to see in this class all the time, there should be money left over. Okay, so we're going to do plus 2768 minus 2534 plus 4647. And we're at 4881. Okay, this is the money left over. And if you have money left over, you're going to divide it evenly among the people and then give them the extra cash. So we're going to take the 4881 divided by what? Is it 2 or 3? It's 3, right? We're talking about 3 people, so we're going to divide it by 3. 4881 is divided by 3 is 1627. And that's how much each person is going to get at the end, in addition to their items. Okay, take the number that they're at right now, so 3432 plus that 1627. All right, so Kai is at 5059. Okay, that's 5059. Luna 3784 plus 1627. Luna's at 5411. Brian 4055 plus 1627. Brian's at 5682. Okay, each person got more than what they think they deserve, so each person is actually happy. All right, 5411. Luna deserves 3784. Brian got 5682, and he deserves 4055. Everybody's happy. Technically, with the still bids method, you're not supposed to know how the other people bid. But the reality is, say with the example with me and my sister, we know each other. So I have an idea that she probably wants a diamond ring, and she probably has an idea that I want the PlayStation 5. So I can maybe guess what her values are, and she could probably guess what my values are. So the situation here is, if you were able to see everyone else's bid, or if you were able to guess everyone else's bids, what strategy would you use to get what you want? So the situation here is we have Mario, Luigi, Yoshi. These are their bids. And Peach is able to figure out what everyone's values are. So example here, right? Peach wants to get the 1-up mushroom. She wants to get the green shell. And at the same time, she wants to earn as much money as possible. So if she knows everyone else's bids, how should she bid to get the 1-up mushroom, to get the green shell, and also to end up ahead, right? To get as much money as possible. So let's start with the items that she wants. The 1-up mushroom and a green shell. So let's start off with the 1-up mushroom. If she wants to get the item, she needs to be the highest bidder, right? So currently the bids are 5,100, 4,200, and 3,250. So she needs to be the highest bidder. How high should she go? Should she go 10,000? Or should she only be slightly above the 5,100? Well, remember that in the still bids method, if you are the highest bidder, you're going to get the item, right? But you don't want to bid too high. If you bid too high, right, the number here is going to be big, which means your items here is going to be big, which means you're going to have to pay a lot into the holding pile, right, which you don't want to do. So your best strategy is to be the highest bidder, but just to be slightly above the highest bidder, right? Only slightly. So current highest bid is 5,100. So I only want to be slightly above that. And yes, you can go like 1 cent above, but let's agree to make things simple and just work with whole numbers. So if I want the item, I'm going to look at the highest bid and go $1 above. Okay, so Peach wants the 1-up mushroom. Highest bid currently is 5,100. She's going to go 1 above that, which is 5,101. She also wants a green shell. So same thing. Look at the highest bid. Current highest bid is 1,500. Okay. She wants it, but she only wants to be the highest bidder barely. So she wants to go $1 above it. So $1 above 1,500 is 1,501. Now, what about the other items? So the other items she doesn't want, right? She doesn't want. So she doesn't want to be the highest bidder there. But at the same time, she wants her value to be as big as possible, right? Because by making it as big as possible, she's going to get more cash back from the holding pile. Okay, so looking at the Power Star here, she doesn't want it. So she doesn't want to be the highest bidder. So if I look at the highest bidder right now, it's 5899, right? She doesn't want to beat that, but she also wants her value to be as big as possible. So the strategy here is look at the highest bid and go one below. Okay, so highest bid currently is 5899. Go one below that. So one below that would be 5,899. So one below will be 5,898. In this situation, Yoshi's going to get the item, right? But Peach's value is still high, so she's going to get more cash back because of that. For the win cap, highest bid currently is 3,500, right? She doesn't want it, so she's going to go one below. So one below 5,500 will be 5,499. Sorry, 3,499. So that's going to allow Luigi to win and get the item, but he's going to have to pay some cash into the holding pile, and she's going to get some money back. So by making that as big as possible without winning, she's going to get the most money out of the holding pile. All right, so that's the sealed bids method. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video.